Hey, so I pretty much just wanted to say the reason why I cannot continue this tour is because at this point we share the same sounds, we share the same light, we pretty much share the same everything, and I can't trust the fact that when I go on stage that they ain't gonna try no fuck shit, because they already tried it in New York with low-key having some of the stage wet before I even walked on, which, you know, caused me to fall off the stage in New York, which y'all probably didn't even notice I fell off the stage, because y'all know how I do. We fall down, but we get up. You know, a bitch get right up and keep the show going. The show must come, you know, the show must continue. And, you know, when I first decided to even join the tour was because they brought it to me as a co-headline, like we would be, you know, headlining together. So once I kind of like, you know, signed on to do it, and I started to see like the marquee or the promo and different things like that, it was just like a little weird, because then his picture was bigger than mine, and it was Jeremiah with special guest Teyana Taylor, and it's like that's not what I signed up for. All I've ever wanted this whole time was just for everything to be equal and to be fair. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't happening. And my first strike really was the flyers and the tickets and everything else. So I created my own flyer and stuff. And then once we got to Atlanta, it was like a lot of drama, like little sneaky shit going down. Jeremiah this, Jeremiah that. And my thing is like, it's awfully strange how when it's time to split some shit, everybody talking about let's split. But then when it's time to be equal, nobody's being equal. My screen not working, my lights is fucked up, my sound is fucked up, and then when this nigga go out, his sound is perfect. It's like, come on. So then by the time we got to New York, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't mind going on. Like, pretty much the last 5 cities has been sold out. And each time I never complain about going on first, because y'all know I got Junie with me. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. Like, I'm not tripping about that. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, I'll go first. Whatever, just as long, all I ask for is to make sure that everything is even, everything is equal, the marquee, our name is on the same line. Like, I will not open up for him. I'm not opening up for him. It's always been clear that I was never going to open up for him. So at that point, I started to feel used. I started to feel like, you know, niggas was taking advantage and niggas was trying to play me. So I just wasn't rolling. So I let it rock for all these different shows or whatever. And then when we got to New York, it was kind of my last straw, because it was like, okay, cool. If I didn't if I didn't close any other city, the least y'all could have done was, you know, let me close New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my home city. I promoted the hell out of this tour. He only posted one time. The last time Jeremiah posted was July 12th. So if you think that one post in July 12th is the reason why these last 5 cities sold out, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Like, that's bullshit, and I'm not rolling. I worked my ass off. Y'all see I created my own promo videos that wasn't paid for by the label. Nobody paid for that. I paid for all my own stuff, put all my own stuff together. Like, I didn't ask them for anything. All I asked them for was, you know, for us to be team members and everybody be treated fairly, and I wasn't treated fairly at all. So by the time we got to New York, we all had a big powwow. I expressed to them how I felt. Y'all know how I talk. Y'all know my mouth. So if y'all know how outspoken I am. If y'all think that I was in that meeting just like being all calm, like da-da-da-da, no. I press niggas the same way I press them over Twitter. I'm just like, yo, it's unfair. It needs to be. They begged me to stay on and perform in Boston yesterday. They begged me. They begged me to stay on this tour. Only thing I wanted was equal rights, because at the end of the day, if I stay on this tour for y'all, he still gets paid, because technically, I'm assuming this is not my tour. So he could leave the tour and I can go by myself, but he's still going to make the bulk of the money, and I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling. All money ain't good money, and I'm not, it's never that deep. And I'm not finna have my kid in an environment like this. Like, I'm not doing that. We just made it to Toronto. We just randomly stopped. I don't even know where we are. We randomly stopped. And it's just like, because I was contemplating if I should, you know, finish the shows out or not, but I really can't, because I'm not finna sit here and make this nigga more money for all my hard work. All my merch sold out. And they started to nitpick, talking about, oh, her merch is killing our shows. If our shows hold 2,000 to 3,000 people and the shows are sold out, and I only cap at 60 meet and greets. I don't do no more. One of the nights I did like 100 meet and greets. But really, I don't pass 60 meet and greets. You mean to tell me that 60 people is hurting your whole show? That's bullshit. There's no way that 60 meet and greets is hurting your show. Now, had you went on first, then maybe you would have felt like you actually had a sold out crowd. It's not my fault that niggas leave after I'm done performing. And it's just like all my merch sell out. They talk about my meet and greets was the issue. Then they was like, her merch is taking up too much space. How's my merch taking up too much space? You sell 2 shirts per show. And that's that. That's that. Don't play me. Don't play me. So anyway, after the New York show, which was my hometown, everybody know, of course I was emotional. I didn't get the clothes or whatever. But cool, I still got my rocks off. I did what I did. After the meeting, I was like, my main thing is just really about, equal rights, everything being fair. Like, it got to be sportsmanship. Like, come on, it got to be fair. So everybody's begging me to stay on. Mind you, my nails are broken. My thumb was bleeding, everything from when I fell off the stage in New York. So that was my last straw. So backstage, he talking about how, Party Next Door, they put pepper spray in my smoke machines and blah, 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 blah. Bitch, you always in some motherfucking drama every single time you go on tour with somebody. So my thing is like, okay, even if they did do that to you, if they did, now I really don't put it past you that you motherfucking didn't make sure it was water on my stage before I fucking walked on the motherfucker. My sound is fucked up. My lights was fucked up. You got mad and changed your set 6 times. You took the video man, had him fuck up my videos to make sure your videos were straight because your lazy ass want to sit in that motherfucking chair all day talking about singing your motherfucking songs or whispering your motherfucking songs. Bitch, don't ever try me. And the part that's pissing me off even more is because we had a whole talk in New York. We was cool, everybody was talking. So for us to get to Boston, the part that pissed me off the most is we get to Boston and this bitch gonna go out on her motherfucking set talking about, shout out to Teyana Taylor for opening up for me. Bitch, after we just had a whole conversation about equal rights. So bitch, now you playing with me. 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 And now I want to fight. I'm doing it on purpose, my nigga. And you ain't about to sit here and tell me that it wasn't shade. I love my cancers to death. I'm married to a cancer. My husband's a cancer. Jeremiah's a cancer. So I already know when it's shade. I know when it's shade and I know when you trying to be funny. And bitch, you tried it. You only get 5 meet and greets per show. You sell 2 motherfucking shirts per show. And probably 5% of the ticket sales is probably you, if that.
What's good, y'all? It's Kingtise. Welcome back to Throughout the Association. And sometimes in the association, it tends to intertwine with the music industry. And here's a great example of that. Teyana Taylor, as you just saw, she announced that she is leaving her Later That Night tour with Jeremiah for reasons she just said. She feel like she being mistreated, being sabotaged, etc. Now, I'm not sure how you can just up and leave a tour. I believe there's contracts and agreements in place. Not to mention, this tour just started the 3rd of this month. They've only done 8 shows so far. They still got 21 shows to do. But I guess from what she's saying, those agreements aren't being respected. But Jeremiah didn't have much of a reaction to this. He did, but he didn't at the same time. He posted a video of Lil Duval singing and dancing to his song Smile on his Instagram. And basically that song say, I'm living my best life. I ain't got time to go back and forth with y'all. Leave me alone. I got better things to do. But Jeremiah was also trolling Teyana at the same time because the caption of that post was KTSE, which is the name of her album. Which is why Teyana wasted no time commenting on Jeremiah's Instagram, and she said, and you know you don't want no smoke, which to me isn't great business-wise. You should handle all this legally, but as I'm sure you all know, Teyana Taylor is the wife of Iman Shumpert, so if she going back and forth with any man, he gonna have to deal with Iman. So Iman also wasted no time commenting on Jeremiah's Instagram, and he said, if this a threat, send it my way. Now, Iman wasn't done just yet. I'm sure someone close to him that's smart saw what he said and then advised Iman to tone it down a little bit, just relax. And then Iman posted on his Instagram, they deleting everything I say, but just know I'm not promoting violence, but as a husband, my job is to make sure my queen is safe at all times. On this chessboard, the king make all the stupid dope moves. KTSC tour will be posted once they give me some details. Everyone enjoyed their day. Junie going to see her Yaya now, LOL. Now, if you don't know, Junie is Iman's daughter, but Iman just doing what he should do. He coming to his wife's aid. He defending his wife. That's what he's supposed to do. But without Jeremiah's side to this story, I don't have much to say. I believe Teyana because this isn't Jeremiah's first time having this kind of trouble on tour with somebody else. It seemed to be something with him, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Without his side of the story, we can't just take everything Teyana's saying as the truth. But Iman and Jeremiah both from Chicago. They could easily run into each other, but I believe Teyana should just handle this legally and leave it at that. What you guys think about this? And definitely subscribe.